I got for selling me clothes, tuppence for selling me blanket. If ever I list for the soldier again, devil shall be me sergeant.
Right then, good morning ladies and gentlemen. Matt Totwood over the old covert spot. Billy no mates. Of course it's a Friday and most of the troops are working. But wow, it's not that long since I've been here, week and a bit at most, and look how much the green's coming. Absolutely fantastic, was one of my heroes says. Fandabby dozy. Mr. Baldrick, straight here. I was doing a few bits on the burger. It is about sort of 10:30 now, 20 to 11. Just pulling out a few bits, and he just went and sat on my burger and started wagging his tail. So I thought, you know, looked at the missus, she went, away you go. So we're going to have a day over the old covert spot. Baldrick, stop eating that grass! Stop it! Yeah, a couple of things to do. I want to do a little bit of building. That needs some attention, but perhaps not today. Yeah, a bit of building, and I've got a very new lightweight tent. I'll have a little play about with that. So many reasons to come over here. Look at Mr. Baldrick. He's like, where's the bacon? You fat git. That's what you call me, innit, Baldrick? Fat bloke. No, ladies and gents. So yeah, that, if I get time, will become a bench or some sort of sitting bench. It's kind of that. This tree fell on it, so you know, that's some make it and do it the simplest way, to be honest. And I have a bit of mooch about because I want some dead ball to do some building, high food bushcraft sheet and stuff like that. Some longer stakes. Here he is. Look at him. Look at him. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Don't you start chewing on David's table because he'll go mental at you, mate. No, okay, Dad. Anyway, ladies and gents, yeah. Bring you back when I started doing things. Right, ladies and gents, new acquisition, the old Ridge Monkey double sort of top and bottom frying pan. This is the one that's got the handles that come off and the hinges come apart, so I waited for this one. That looks quite big. Obviously I've got some stuff in the top and that as well. And in actual fact, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bushcraft brown, very recently made bushcraft brown. The buckles were supposed to be a lot of rusty colour, but that's alright, don't matter. It's just a satchel, you know, like a shoulder bag. But what I've done is put them little loops on it, so as you can see there quite clearly, see the vertical straps? It comes all the way down, and this one's got two vertical straps. So this could attach to any Bergen on the outside, because what I have in there is well, a one-stop cooking system for bushcrafters, I think. And I'm glad I waited for the modified version to come out. So I think a lot of people are going to be having these. So for portability, 2 for 1. It's a bushcraft satchel. Again, it'll have a shoulder strap on it. Hot off the press, this is. Hot off the press. And inside there, well, it'll become apparent later on when I get a grub on. But at this point, I think I need to get a bra on. And Lander top. It's a new very ultra lightweight tent there. Tent basher tarp for not a lot of cost. I'll tell you what, I couldn't even buy the material for what I paid for that, but I'm going to do a full review of that, and just so you can have a look. And then another one, because I aim to just use that with the fly, sorry, the outer and not the fly. But yeah, it's a very lightweight system. But there we go. He was doing rings, donuts, chasing his tail when he knew he was coming over the woods. You love it, didn't you? What are you eating? I said, I'll just eat anything, Dad. Right, anyway, bring you back, ladies and gents. Shut up. Ladies and gents, a little bit of hemp rope there. It's not that hard to get a fire going once the stuff's all dry, I must admit. I'm not claiming any man points here, apart from as we see there, yeah, managed to get one going with just a flint and steel. Nice one, get her on. That's it, lovely jubbly. Right, ladies and gents, get myself a little pointy stick. Ooh, there we go. There we go. When I made this bushcraft haversack bag, down the bottom here is heavily reinforced. For the reason is, this is going to be a carrier, and also when not carrying the big frying pan, which you'll see later on, it's just going to be a bushcraft haversack, ladies and gents. I'll say very hot off the press. Inside there, obviously, the at the moment that's the hand lob I use. I will be doing a brown one, but I'll take this outside. I'm not going to show you that yet. But inside, as we can see, it's a flat pack, and I've done the cursory. I don't know if you can see at the bottom there, you see this stuff which is 40mm webbing. I sewed 2 lots down the bottom so it folds over and really reinforces the bottom. There's a long pouch in there and 2 smaller pouches for putting your diggers, your knives, whatever you want in there. Doesn't take too long to knock up, ladies and gents. And as I say, on the back, that's where, as you'll see, there's 2 loops. Should have already seen that. That's where your Bergen straps go through. You can either mount it that way, this side to the Bergen, or that way and that side to the Bergen, whichever you want to do. But just on that, ladies and gents, while my tea's boiling, shoulder Ridge Monkey, but it's their latest design. You've all seen them before, but I just hang on because this is the one I wanted to get for reasons which I'll tell you about as we go on. Again, I'll drop the link in if you like what you see. Let your eyes be your guide. I'm not, you know, I've paid me money for this, but I'm glad I waited for the one I wanted, if that makes sense. You can get a lot smaller ones, which are sandwich toasters. I like Barking Badgers, and a lot of the Camp Bazza crew quite taken with the earlier versions. But ladies and gents, when we open this up, as we'll see, inside it's got a lid on it. Okay, which I love. So you effectively we've got 2 pans, lots of storage space inside. You can get the other ones that have the diggers on the inside, but there's my knife, fork and spoons and so forth, and again another set of them. Obviously, just because you can, let's put my tomato sauce in there. And this isn't a proper pack, this is just what I threw in there today. Bit of scratchy pad for a bit of cleaning, obviously some tissues for cleaning out, and just so it don't rattle about, because you know what I'm like, I'm an old soldier, and it is in cloth, so if it gets a bit oily, a bit dirty, it can just be bunged in the washing machine. Inside there, and it does fit in that big recess, is, you know, a big old thing of sunflower oil, well, 1 calorie spray, and I think that's the most robust way of carrying 190 millilitres of oil, because you just go through it in the field quite rapidly as it goes. And you know what I absolutely love about this, and this is the one thing that made me waited for this version, is because your handles come off, and there's no clips on, I think 2 magnets there. And ladies and gentlemen, there we are, the Ridge Monkey. bacon in there, your chops in there, all your beans or your eggs in there, which I'll be doing later on. And this is the bit I love about this, ladies and gents, which the other one didn't have. Let your eyes be your guide on that, because I just think that's the dog's what's it. If you just want to bring that one out, you can, and if you want to bring the two of them out, that's a full English you can do in there. See what I mean? No worries whatsoever. Very, very happy with that. It's not a great deal of cost, not for what it is, I don't think, and its versatility gives you so many options. But I'll be cooking on that later on, because I'm hungry. Nice little bit starting tinder. Old Halter's nice there. Mr. Baldrick, don't come too close. Lovely. Oh, it is needed and wanted right there. Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your one stop for lighting fires in the bush. I've had a straight wood on fire still to get my brew going, but yeah, just gonna, I'm sure a load of you know about this, but I think this is a much maligned way of starting a fire. Small little tin, that cost me £2. You can get it in Brasso. That's just a name brand metal polish wadding. I'll show you what that's like in a second, and how easy it is, even in inclement weather, to get a fire going. I do remember one time in the Falklands, horrendous weather, everything stopped. We was out in the middle of nowhere, managed to find a little bit of dead ground, i.e. a dip in the ground, and I was the only one managed to get a fire started. It literally was raining. We was about 100 metres off the coast, and then there was the South Atlantic, so I think you either hit Argentina, or if you went the other way, God knows where you'd met. But the weather was horrendous, and I managed to get a fire going in a little dip and get some brews on for the troops, so it's always served me well. Right, ladies and gents, small little tin, there's my hand, £2, back Mr. Baldrick, and inside what we have is full up of wadding. Two reasons for carrying this out, well, three reasons for carrying this out in the field. One, obviously, if you've got a knife, it's actually a metal polisher, so it's good for cleaning off any bits of rust or whatever, or just you can see all the polish on the old knife. So knife maintenance, tool maintenance, always handy. It doesn't weigh hardly anything in your pack, ladies and gents. As you'll see, even once used, it still has applications. You get a humping great load of it for £2. Come on, even the old tightwad can see the value in that. Oh, and you can always get the tin out once you've used it and use it for your char cloth, because most people use tins like that for their char cloth. Pretty good reason to have some Brasso metal polish wadding in the kit. Just throw it in. It's a one-stop buy, and like I say, that was £1.99 from a local high street store rather than B&Q and all these places, ladies and gents. Right, so let your eyes be your guide on this. Hopefully it's not going to let me down. Never have done before, but here you go. I've got the camera on, haven't I? Now, here we go, ladies and gents. Two sparks. Once it gets a little bit, you've seen me previously just cutting off a few embers. And she's well on the ball now, and that will serve you well. Like I say, experience, no two ways about it. Yeah, we was second stage, every single man was second stage hypothermia, proper, index, and protect yourself till that wind and the weather move through us. Right, ladies and gents, and well, there we go. Let's just wipe it on the gulker. because the gulker can take anything. That really has just cleaned some odd spots on that blade, and she'll go in there until your bitsy, your wood catch fire. That gasification is going very, very nicely now, and here we have, ladies and gentlemen, the latest version of the Ridge Monkey. Well, I suppose it's a frying pan, but you can do a lot with it. Like I say, it's got a nice closure there, and inside we see there is a space for me eggs, my bacon, my mushrooms, eggs, fry up. I know David Fairs will be very, very impressed. He'll be stood there with his chin on his keyboard when he watches this, because it's, as he said, Tightwad's the most laziest person in the whole world when it comes to cooking. You know, sometimes I can't even be bothered to open a tin. Well, he says I don't cook, I heat up, and guess what, ladies and gents, he's probably right. But anyway, so I've got a way of carrying it in and out. Don't take up any space in my burger because I'm carrying it on the outside, and yeah, no fuel there, because I've seen people ever so new. This is the latest version, because like I say, I was just seeing it comes off at the hinges. Never seen anybody do it on a fire before now, because most people demonstrate it on gas. So just give this a go, give this a run out. Oh, yeah, getting some nice stuff in there. Sawed up a little bit of overkill on the old silky saw. Anyway, ladies and gents, as soon as that starts heating up and sizzling, I'll bring you back. Very nice. See that heating up slowly now. See space there for me chucky eggs. Got 2 of them, bless. And yeah, let's get it done. Yeah, ladies and gents, the thing I'm liking about this very much so far is you close it up and you let it do its thing. Very, very nice. Considering it's not the biggest area, it's cooking quite well on there. Obviously it was an open fire, or you had your coals at the bottom, job done. That'd be like spanking, but I am sort of, well, it's doing it. I was going to say precariously. It is actually cooking on that, you know, small little stove there, rather than an open fire. Or as I've seen before, gas. You see them flames are nicely licking out, sorting my chucky eggs out while the bacon's being kept warm and the mushrooms. Right, ladies and gents, as we see, just at the point now where I'm going to put my eggs in there, and that was broke it, but that was a double yolker. Nice one. The thing is, first time using this, so you know, off the old board there. It's got the old bacon done nicely. Turn that one over. Very nice. Mushrooms done, obviously. Got to put your chucky eggs in later. But the thing I like with this is it's easy maintenance. You close it up. That will stay quite nicely there. I just want to try and get it. I've got a narrow heat source there, so I'm trying to move the pan from left to right. But yes, Mr. Baldrick. Yes, oh yes, there's a bit there for you, mate. But ladies and gents, yeah, get me eggs on, and that'll be a done job. Take care. Yeah, ladies and gents, the thing I'm liking about this very much so far is you close it up and you let it do its thing. Very, very nice. Considering it's not the biggest area, it's cooking quite well on there. Obviously it was an open fire, or you had your coals at the bottom, job done. That'd be like spanking, but I am sort of, well, it's doing it. I was going to say precariously. It is actually cooking on that, you know, small little stove there, rather than an open fire. Or as I've seen before, gas. You see them flames are nicely licking out, sorting my chucky eggs out while the bacon's being kept warm and the mushrooms. Right, ladies and gents, one thing with this plate, you normally put your food onto a cold plate. See the top of this thing, it's just out of shot at the moment. That's nice and hot. That is going to be the plate which I'm going to eat my food off. Well, it's a first attempt anyway. See, very nice. Pull it right down, if you don't finish it with that water. There we go. So let's just see if I can't do that. Look at that egg. Really impressed with the non-stick of that. And eggs, if you're going to test for non-stick, you do an egg. That was a double chucky egg. I think I'll just get it all in there now. Mr. Baldrick. Oh, sorry, got to do me plating up bit. I'll leave that there, ladies and gents. There's me bacon. I know, Mr. Baldrick. There's me bread. Oh, I forgot something. And as I'm not a northern heathen, some for you, Mr. Baldrick, don't you worry, boy. Got to have a bit of red sauce on that. Now I know David Fairs will be like gobsmacked there. Mac done a full fry up in the field. That's a job done. I really like the fact that now that the lid of that actually becomes my plate. So ladies and gents, I'm sure you don't want to see me and Mr. Baldrick eat. Look at that, Mr. Baldrick. Oh yes, you love that little. Anyway, bring it back, ladies and gents. Gonna get me diggers and get into that. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. All I can say is Carlisle, eat your heart out, because me and Baldrick are just gonna have a nice little trough on our head followed by a coffee. Nice one. That to me passes every single penny I'll pay for it, and I'm really impressed with the non-stickness of it and the ease. You close it down, you let it do its job, you open it every now and again, chuck a bit of wood on the fire, job done. Anyway, this is going to get cold, and I'll see you later, ladies and gents. Mr. Baldrick has just found out that his best thing is bacon, egg and mushroom rolls. He said, I'll find it. Look, he loves it. He's just round here, he's got a camera shot. Top end. I think, as I say, David Fairs will be very impressed, because he's never seen me, and all the time I come out of him, cook nothing, hardly anything in the food. I'm lucky if I heat some up. You know, a bit of a dehydrated meal. Oh, look at that, Carl. It's not a cheesy bun though. It's not a cheesy bun. And I've got no roly-poly pudding. You know, the guy was at a security officer on at Tesco, so I couldn't nick none, mate. Yes, I did. I've finished the old bacon there. Threw a drop of wood in there, a couple of pine cones, job done. Give it a blow, bit of oxygen, and there she goes. So loving this little stove, must admit, loving it. And it fits in me in that, so that's normally a pot with a lid on it as well. The whole thing just drops straight in there. I've had that for a very long time, just not used it much, and look at that. Anyway, nice little coffee coming on, and then what I aim to do is got a nice little lightweight tent. Ooh, get you slavering at the lips, and I'll just say a lightweight tent with a bug net inner for in the region of the same amount as you'd pay for a DD top. Nothing wrong with a DD 3x3. I think it's industry standard. Just I've seen some I thought, blimey, that's exactly what I had in mind to make, i.e. like a tarp with sides to it. So ladies and gents, just to wet your whistle, that'll be the next film I upload. Anyway, gonna need to get a brew in my head and feed Mr. Baldrick his proper dog food. Don't tell your mum I'll give you bacon and all that. No. Baldrick, okay? Oh, okay, Dad. And eggs, alright? Oh, okay, Dad. Right, ladies and gents, as for cleaning, I'm not going to show you how to clean a bloody pan, but you know, some of them fit nicely into the intersections on the bottom bit. This is the top. But something's just struck me. If you had a big old fire going, he was cooking on coals, you can cook a massive steak. There's my hand, look, there's my hand. A massive steak in there, and then the other bit with all the dividers at the same time, obviously 2 open top frying pans. So you're carrying around, in effect here, 2 frying pans, and or you know, a sealed frying pan which cooks stuff really impressively, and also a plate which I've just used that as a plate. So I've got more than several reasons for one being happy with this. Ladies and gents, I'll drop you in the price, because what you've got to do is if this is the one you want, obviously make sure you get the ones that comes off. But As for non-stick, I'll tell you what, uber super impressed. Now obviously I'm going to give this a drop of water. I just want to see what it's like on a little field excellent clean. You know, I am bloody impressed with this, serious. And nobody's paying me to say this. It's I know David Pearce will be impressed. Tightwad did a fry up in the field. I don't think I never even did that at the wilderness gathering, did I, mate? But yeah, that's more than enough cleaning that till I can get that home. Obviously, if I was out for a long time, drop water, job done. I'm going to put some little tub of washing up liquid in there as well. Like I say, I've only had this days. Right, ladies and gents, I've built my belly, my bruise on. Camp admin. Like I say, I've got a cloth one, so if it gets a bit manky, just throw it in the old washing machine. And lovely this, look, handles. And that's been on a fire, and they're kind of like Bakelite, so I think they're really robust. I was conscious that the flame was coming up this side, but gotta love that, ain't you? And the one at the top, which, you know, you've either got your 2 frying pans there, your lid, your frying pan, and your well, your plate. I no longer need to carry a plate. And pull back, job done. Like I'm saying, I'm really rocking this bit of kit. That goes in there, stops that from mucking about or bouncing about. Oh, I've got the planes out today. Got a few bits inside there. The diggers in. And what's good about that, that doesn't come off until you take it right to the top edge. Right, so that will come down. And as we see, ladies and gents, I made this pouch. This can be a bushcraft pouch, haversack, but what it will do, and now you see these 2 things here, they're not in any way sharp, but just be advised, you know, along the bottom there's a big load of webbing inside, you know, like webbing, proper webbing like that, or sewn in the bottom. So when that bottom, make sure we're in shot. Here we are. When that goes inside there's plenty of protection along the bottom. But as you see, 2 for 1. Well, I'm getting loads of 1 for here. That just slips inside there. But what I have got, pound shop nylon carry bags. I just thought if it's ever a little bit greasy, a little bit dirty or whatever, go nylon bag. That again can be thrown in the sewing machine. Put that in there. That in there. And that's the job done. And what I always do in that as well, I'm going to make a brown one, but again, that's for when I'm not using the pan and I want to just use this as a haversack. There we go, ladies and gents, and as you know, that's where I said attaches to the outside of my burger. I'm not using up any room with it. Really liking this Ridge Monkey well, cook system I call it, because it is really, it's 2 frying pans and there's a plate. You can do loads of stuff with it. Love the detachable handles, and that is in and around 30 to 32 quid, which you might find a bit expensive, but I know at the wilderness gathering a lot of the lads were buying a frying pan, nice one, 25 quid, kind of from the Nordic stall, and you know, the handle just folded kind of in. Well, you know, I'm just glad I hang on for that one, ladies and gents. But yeah, keep you posted on it, but like, it's solid, there's nothing going to go wrong with it. And well, I can't wait to see David Pearce comment, because you know, if it ain't easy to do, if it's not short and sharp, you know, I'm a bugger for cooking in the field, mate. I'll just open a tin of biscuits or something, a tin of biscuits, a packet of biscuits. But ladies and gents, that's the old Ridge Monkey, you know, frying pan, cooker, whatever you want to call it. I'll just call it a cook system, because that's what I think it is, ladies and gents. Uber impressed with that and what I paid for it. Like I say, I made myself a little pouch for it.